So I wanted to go over this since yesterday, and these are the type of stories I'd like to keep track of to see where they go and the outcome, because there are not too many of them, and it looks like some doctors are willing to risk their licenses to go with what they think may work. For more than a year, Dr. Joseph Varnon said he has proudly been using it off-label to treat thousands of COVID-19 patients admitted to United Memorial Medical Center. It says here, I have used Ivan in a few thousand patients. I cannot tell you exact number, but I know that it's been quite a large number of patients, and I have not seen a single significant side effect. Not one, said Varnon. He and his colleagues began touting the drug last December, holding a press conference to implore the medical community to use it as part of the pandemic treatment. But a recent surge of animal feed stores where the drug is sold as dewormer for cows and horses has the FDA sending out a warning saying that it should not be used to treat or prevent COVID-19. It is not approved for that use. Furthermore, the animal version is very different than the human version and is highly concentrated. And I would agree, it is concentrated, and there are some precautions to take because of that. All of them that I have mentioned in previous videos. It says such high doses can be highly toxic in humans. And I agree with that statement as well. Dr. Jill Weatherhead, an assistant professor of infectious disease and medicine at the Baylor College of Medicine, shares the same warning. When you start treating off-label without any scientific evidence.
And speaking of the data, because pharmaceutical companies are paying for the clinical trials, there are many questions regarding the impartiality of the results. Not to mention, the barometer is usually a placebo, not existing effective drugs.
Without any scientific evidence of benefit, without standardized dosing or duration of therapy, you can run into significant problems in terms of adverse effects, she says.
So a company only has to prove that their new, expensive, not eligible to be generic treatment is better than nothing.
Barron tells ABC 13 his team began using the drug last summer, saying people were dying. Okay? People were dying. And he was doing something about it. He says, we were in the middle of a pandemic. He said, you have to try things. You have no choice. He said, based on his data, this Ivan, in combination with COVID therapies, saves lives. It's not just Ivan, he said. That's where people get confused. Ivan helps you, but it helps you when you're giving it in addition to other components of treatment protocols that are out there. Once again, it's important to note that Ivan is not FDA approved for COVID treatment or prevention, and the agency strongly suggests you should never ingest drugs developed for animals because of its high concentration.